A very good morning to you. I'm Ryan Broom, and this is the CBC Morning Report coming to you live from the North Stars ground in St. Lucie on this Friday, November 4th. In our top story, health officials here in Barbados, the region, and around the world are continuing to monitor different variations of the flu virus that have emerged during this very active flu season. Representative of the Barbados Association of Medical Practitioners, Dr. Clyde Cave, gives the Morning Report an update on one of the more prominent viruses that has been affecting children in North America, respiratory syncytial virus, or RSV. He says they also continue to monitor here in Barbados for any presence of the virus with testing that is currently available in Trinidad.
And we're going into the North American winter. This is when it circulates. It's unusual this year because for the past few years, because we were in COVID lockdown, there was not a lot of virus in circulation. The measures which we used to curtail COVID also curtail the spread of other viruses. We've been expecting this to be a bad flu season and other viral infections this year because in Australia, which is in the other hemisphere, so their cold months are in what would be our summer months. They had a very bad flu season this year, so we've been anticipating it, and that's what seems to be happening in North America. There are several viruses in circulation. There still is COVID, which is a respiratory virus, as we've all come to know, but there's also an influenza virus, a para-influenza virus, an adenovirus, and RSV. All of these have the potential to affect people, but RSV is one which, in children particularly, we're on the lookout for. And that's what seems to be coming our way.
Well, meanwhile, Dr. Cave says, unfortunately, vaccine resistance during COVID has given rise to general vaccine resistance for the more traditional vaccines that most infants should receive within the first 6 months to 1 year of life. And this has led to the re-emergence of some diseases once thought to be things of the past.
Unfortunately, even before the onset of the COVID pandemic, there were concerns about a resurgence of measles and mumps. In North America, there was a population of parents who were choosing not to vaccinate their children. And this, of course, made them potential cases to become infected, and with global travel the way it is, to spread it. Since COVID, there has been a growth in the anti-vaxxer movement, not just anti-COVID vaccination, but that seems to have spread into all vaccinations. So we have less children. This is worldwide, but I understand it's also an emerging trend in the Caribbean and in Barbados. We have parents who are opting not to have their children immunized in the usual way, and this is, of course, making them more susceptible. So should the virus be introduced into our population, which we know is a risk because we are a tourist economy, we do welcome visitors from all over the world. You know, we are not on high alert wearing masks and refraining from school and large public gatherings as we were before. So we know that this is a risk. And unfortunately, in addition to respiratory viruses, those old viruses like measles and mumps, which are deadly diseases if they spread, we haven't seen them in large numbers for a long time just because a large population of children were immunized. As soon as we stop that immunization and protecting our children, we're likely to see that again.
And he says polio is another disease that has re-emerged after being virtually non-existent for decades. Well, coming up on the CBC Morning Report, updates on the assassination attempt on Pakistan's former Prime Minister and on the war in Ukraine.
While you go about your business, we go about our business, and that is gathering the news. Stay up to date at CBC News Barbados on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. Get news update on radio throughout the day. And join us for the CBC News Night at 7 every night. CBC News team is on the job and bringing you the news.
Wake up. Mornin Barbados will be coming to your parish live every Friday until November. Stay tuned from 6:30 a.m. to 8 a.m. to see which parish we're in. Join us for it all.
Good morning, Morning Barbados, good morning. Wake up, wake up, wake up, morning to you.
Come on, you family, make some noise. Are you ready?
Q in the Community is on every Thursday in a community near you.
The community is well and alive.
Come on down and, have a line with all of me. The more mature folk come to dance, to sing.
Keep the bones smooth.
Q in the Community is your place to meet friends, to socialize, and just to be you.
Yes, come on down and take in the karaoke.
Whether you're coming from north, south, east, or west, we have a bus for you.
Q in the Community.
Stay tuned to Q100.7 FM to find out where we will be next, and follow us on Facebook.
Because you love English Premier League, MCTV has got it back. Now you can watch all the games of the English Premier League plus UEFA and NFL on MCTV. Current customers can upgrade to Max Pack Extra at just $23. Call MCTV today at 228-6288 to upgrade or come in and sign up for our new service. Football fans, let MCTV get you back in the game.
When disaster threatens, it is comforting to know there's a team working to deliver credible, comprehensive, and
Welcome back. Well, Imran Khan, the former Prime Minister of Pakistan, who sustained a bullet injury in his leg after a gunman opened fire at a rally yesterday, is out of danger, but is in a hospital in Lahore for treatment from bullet fragments in his leg and his tibia bone being chipped. The incident is another in a history of political assassinations or attempts at assassinations in that country, which again brings the security of top officials into question.
First Prime Minister Liaquat Ali Khan died in hospital shortly after being shot twice at a rally in 1951. In 1988, General Zia-ul-Haq was president when he died in a plane crash. There's still no conclusive evidence as to what happened. He had declared martial law a decade earlier. Benazir Bhutto served twice as Pakistan's Prime Minister. But when she was in opposition, she was shot and killed at a rally in 2007. Former President Pervez Musharraf survived multiple assassination attempts. Let's bring in Zishan Salahuddin, who's a political analyst and director of the Centre for Regional and Global Connectivity at Tabadlab, an advisory and think tank. He joins us from Islamabad. Zishan, thanks so much for being on this news hour. Looking at this most recent incident and the vision coming from that event, there were certainly large crowds and also a lack of protection around the former Prime Minister. What can we take away from this incident from a security perspective?
Well, I think it raises some very serious concerns about the state of law and order and security in the country. I mean, what does it say about a country and its ability to protect its people if it cannot protect its former premiers? This incident has raised hackles across the country. There are reports of multiple guns being used, multiple types of guns being used, shots coming from multiple directions. And the investigation into the incident, which has already begun, has borne some very questionable fruit so far. For one thing, the truck that was cordoned off was not cordoned off. The truck that the premier was on was not cordoned off properly. And within 2 hours of the incident, a confession video was released. What's truly egregious about this is that Benazir Bhutto, who was assassinated in December of 2007, after many years and multiple investigations, there still is a lack of clarity as to exactly what happened and who's responsible for her assassination. But within 2 hours of this attempt, a gentleman is on the screen of national television claiming that he acted as a lone wolf, claiming that there was nobody backing him, and that he was religiously motivated. And what I think a lot of the people in the opposition of Mr. Imran Khan don't realize is that this only emboldens and empowers the former Prime Minister more than anything else.
Well, the United Nations nuclear watchdog has said it found no signs of undeclared nuclear activities at 3 sites it inspected in Ukraine at Kyiv's request. This follows Russian allegations concerning a so-called dirty bomb.
Ukraine asked the IAEA to inspect 3 sites in the country after Russia claimed Ukraine could use a bomb containing nuclear material on its own territory as a false flag operation. Inspectors said there were no signs of any undeclared nuclear activities or materials at the sites. Harry Fawcett has more on this now from the capital, Kyiv.
There were these continuing allegations coming from Russia. They were particularly concerted towards the beginning of last week that Ukraine did intend to create some kind of dirty bomb on its territory, use it, and then blame Russia. So the IAEA inspectors were called in at the beckoning of the Ukrainian authorities. And as you say, they have now said that there is no indication that of any of the sites that they inspected there were any undeclared nuclear activities going on. They've also taken samples and sent those off for analysis.
I mean, for us, that was obvious that is another Russian fake. And to prove it again, so we asked the IA inspectors to come to verify this information. But of course, we are sure that, and that's only a fake.
And there is another important nuclear issue ongoing at the moment. Ukraine says that diesel generators are being used to cool the currently shut down Zaporizhzhia nuclear power plant, 6 reactors, making it the biggest nuclear power plant in Europe. Ukraine says that the power lines that connect it to the Ukrainian electricity grid were severed by Russian shelling late on Wednesday. The Russian nuclear energy company says that Ukraine de-energized those lines.
We'll have more news on the CBC Morning Report after this break.
When disaster threatens, it is comforting to know there's a team working to deliver credible, comprehensive, and up-to-date information. A team that is committed to serving you. A team that will be there before, during, and after the disaster. That is Team CBC, here for you this hurricane season.
Some ask, what makes Barbados so special? We at Mornin Barbados say it's you, our exceptional youth. You are talented, resilient, and inspirational. You are the epitome of the Barbadian spirit, testing the boundaries of your creativity. If you are an entrepreneur, artist, baker, designer, author, or have done anything you think should be highlighted, email us at morninbarbados@cbc.bb. Let us show the world our exceptional Bajan youth.
There is no place like home, but over the past year, home has taken on an especially significant meaning for most. At times, staying at home may be limiting, but it doesn't need to be boring. If you're someone who is great at the DIY life and you've made your home a haven for creating and making new things, this is the show for you. Send us an email at morninbarbados@cbc.bb and share how you've been making it from home.
There is a saying, you can find a Bajan anywhere. Are you a Bajan living abroad? Or do you know of one who has migrated to another country? Well, we at Mornin Barbados would love to have you or them on our Bajan Afar segment. Share your amazing stories, experiences, and how you have adapted to a new culture. Send us an email to morninbarbados@cbc.bb. And together we will travel the world.
Enjoy movies, soaps, drama, comedy, inspiration, education, music, and more. You get it all when you get MCTV.
Welcome back. Well, Barbados' telecom sector is still very attractive to mobile providers, with more companies looking to set up shop here. Now, while not disclosing the names of players, the minister responsible for the sector, Davidson Ishmael, told the Morning Report that many are seeking licenses.
There's a lot of interest within the Barbados market. Barbados continues to be a very attractive market for not only telecoms companies, but for a lot of various companies in the technology space, in the science space, in the industry space. So we have a lot of interest and a lot of persons who have sought to set up their operations in Barbados for different reasons in different fields. There are companies that have already sought various licenses to operate in the telecom space in Barbados, and I would say that there is one player in particular that has gone through quite a significant number of the levels of the process to be able to get to the place where they can offer services to Barbados in the telecom space very soon as well. I would not be able to speak to how soon, but I know that they have already made significant inroads into that process, and I'm sure that when they're ready, they will make their relevant communications to the people of Barbados.
The Bridgetown port welcomed 2 mega ships yesterday with more than 3,000 passengers on board. CBC's Shane Seeley has that story.
It was a warm welcome for some familiar megaships coming into the Bridgetown port. The Ida Perla is back. It's one of the cruise liners which Barbados aided during the COVID-19 pandemic, and it brought in some 2,500 passengers. Meanwhile, 1,000 visitors came aboard the Celebrity Millennium. The combined total of about 3,500 passengers meant some good business for tour and taxi operators. It's a promising start to the 2022-2023 cruise tourism season, and most taxi operators are optimistic the next few months will live up to projections of pre-pandemic numbers.
After COVID, 2 years, we're hoping that the people come to Barbados and really spend some money. Not just come, but that the normal taxi drivers could get some money in the pockets, and that, everybody will cooperate, and things will happen. That's all we are. So for me, I hopefully think that it should be a bumper season.
The majority of guys that works in the Bridgetown port, we'd like to depend mainly on a lot of Puerto Ricans. And we ain't got much Puerto Ricans coming into Barbados due to the fact that the Caliber lines are not really traveling here this year, unfortunately for all of the guys that are in the harbour. But I'm hoping that something pick up that slack in terms of the persons from Puerto Rico.
I'm glad to see the tourists coming back into Barbados and the mass release so that everybody could get a piece of the pie. I hope we get a good season this year, because for the last couple of years it was downwind out, so hope the best.
Now, one ship is expected to berth at the port tomorrow, and the itinerary looks packed going into Christmas.
Well, NIFCA has a new look for 2022. This year's edition of the festival will feature a series of activities digitally and face-to-face. CBC's Shane Jones reports.
That's just a snippet of the new NIFCA jingle, written by Mahalia Cummings, produced by Darian Bailey, and featuring the vocals of Shantae Allen Clark, Mahalia, Sunrock, Shadia Marshall, and Jabari Brown. NCF Chairman Dr. Jasmine Babb says, after being driven apart by the COVID-19 pandemic, art will unite us.
Art brings us together as a people. These past few years, artists have been forced to utilize innovative technologies to continue to create, to reach, and to touch people. And I continue to be impressed by the artistic talent that surrounds us right here on this island. The arts and culture play an essential role in our community, and it is important that NIFCA is an inclusive event, accessible to all and enjoyed by everyone.
The calendar of events starts this Friday and will include activities in dance, music, theater, literary, visual, and culinary arts, as well as film video. NCF CEO Carol Roberts-Reefer says NIFCA music will take the form of a series of concerts over 4 Fridays entitled NIFCA in the Square. It starts on Friday.
A select number of schools and community groups will be featured on stage in Golden Square. All materials presented will be featured and in a local idiom, and participating schools are being encouraged to work with each other towards creating a synergy for the redevelopment of performance skills in a post-COVID environment. The creative community will also be encouraged to sharpen their songwriting and music composition skills by signing up for the free classes offered on the NCF training site. And this is in an effort to improve such skills in our musical community.
During her address, Minister in the Prime Minister's Office with responsibility for culture, Senator Dr. Chantal Munro-Knight, noted the growth and sustainability of NIFCA must become more apparent as Barbados seeks to carve out a new national identity as a republic.
NIFCA encourages creatives to use all the tools available in order to continue to tell the story of who we are and what makes us unique as Barbadian people. The festival provides a massive platform for persons in different art forms to showcase their skills, express themselves, and share in a community of like-minded individuals. Work displayed at the festival continues to highlight social, economic, and environmental issues in a form that can be easily digested by the audiences that attend. The goal to preserve our cultural heritage and expression goes hand in hand with efforts to continually build out community programs that are engaging in all disciplines.
NIFCA 2022 ends on the 27th of November. Shane Jones, CBC News.
Some regional news now. Trinidad and Tobago's Piarco International Airport is set to become the center of the Caribbean's first airport city. The first steps towards its establishment were taken this week as a sod was turned for the 4 Points by Sheraton Hotel.
The 4 Points Hotel by Sheraton will be the first parcel to be developed in the 167-acre Aeropark at Piarco, dubbed as the region's first airport city. General Manager of the Airports Authority, Hayden Newton, says airports are becoming more than just transportation hubs and believes such a move would boost their non-aeronautical revenue streams.
The Northern Lands, which we referred to as the Aeropark in previous time, is really open for business. The 4 Point Hotel by Sheraton is in fact our anchor tenant, and we look forward to the transformation of this space.
Tourism Minister Randall Mitchell says such an investment will lead to significant employment and expects the facility to be highly utilized on completion.
In 2019, the arrival numbers for crew alone were close to 6,000. And that's important for a hotel or any hotel in this location. And we expect those numbers to increase in the years to come.
And Works and Transport Minister Rohan Srinan says the project illustrates government's commitment in its diversification trust.
This project will be a project where we will attract foreign investments, and what that resounds to, more US currency coming into Trinidad and Tobago. This is not a simple project here.
The $170 million hotel, which is being designed and built by Prestige Hotels, will be managed by the Marriott.
Community policing effort is high on the agenda of the police force in St. Lucia, following the recent appointment of the new acting commissioner of police. We hear more in this DBS report.
Community policing, or community-oriented policing, is a strategy that focuses on developing relationships with community members. For the Royal St. Lucia Police Force, strengthening the organization's community policing capabilities remains high on the agenda, particularly with the recent appointment of Acting Commissioner of Police, Crucinta Descartes-Pelius. A recent police press conference outlined the various avenues the Royal St. Lucia Police Force will utilize to revamp community police initiatives.
We continue to activate all our aspects of community policing. We encourage our various police stations, our departments, to engage in community policing initiatives. The deputy would have sometime last week met with other agencies, and in recent times, last week I had a meeting with the St. Lucia Hotel and Hospitality Agency. We are also looking at, last week I met with our social transformation officers and our youth workers within the Northern Division. And we are looking at engaging every single stakeholder because we know that they are important in this whole crime fighting initiative. We're also looking at, when it comes to neighborhood watch groups, this is an important aspect because we know that the police force cannot be everywhere. And so we encourage the various communities to activate neighborhood watch groups in collaboration with the police station in the area where they live.
Assistant Commissioner of Police Elvis Thomas says a collaborative effort between the police and the citizenry is necessary to curb the spate of crime plaguing the island.
Meanwhile, the Belize Police Department is hoping to improve its image with the use of body cameras. It is now in receipt of 100 body cams donated by the Ministry of Tourism.
100 police officers can now record every minute of every encounter they have with the public with new body cameras. The equipment was donated by the Ministry of Tourism through the Belize Tourism Board with the hope of reducing police brutality and negative interactions with the public. Minister of Tourism Anthony Mahler explained that the purpose is to improve Belize's overall image as a safe and secure tourism destination.
The safety and security of the tourism industry is of utmost importance to us. We've had instances whereby we've reacted to issues in certain destinations. We prefer to be more proactive to minimize the issues that occur in a destination. And so we believe in true partnership with the police department. We have the tourism police that work with us on a daily basis, and we will continue to provide the level of support that we think that they need to ensure that they could carry out their functions as effectively and efficiently as possible.
The cameras, which are able to record up to 14 hours of video, will be turned in every day for the footage captured to be removed, reviewed, and then stored for a 1-month period. Minister of Home Affairs Karim Musa says this move will ensure that police officers and civilians alike are held accountable.
A look at your morning sports now. Barbados Pride lost for the first time in the CG United Super 50 tournament after going down to Jamaica Scorpions in their Group B match at the Viv Richards Stadium in Antigua last night. Winning the toss and batting, the Scorpions racked up 277 for 6 off their 50 overs, led by skipper and player of the match Rovman Powell's 80 that included 4 fours and 5 sixes, while Nkrumah Bonner made 59. Roston Chase finished with 3 for 33. Now, in reply, Barbados Pride were bowled out for 213 in 44.1 overs to lose by 64 runs. Captain Shea Hope top scored with 86, inclusive of 7 fours and a 6, while Chase got 57. Nicholas Gordon took 3 for 21. Both the Scorpions and Pride are on 4 points and with a win and a loss, and their group leaders, Leeward Islands, who have 8 points. Well, that's it for this edition of the Morning Report. I am Ryan Broom. Morning Barbados starts now.
Wake up, wake up, wake up. Barbados, get up. Good morning. Good morning, Barbados. Good morning. Good morning to you. Good morning. Morning, morning, morning.
It is Friday and I am in my community, literally. I am home in the parish of St. Lucie, and I hope you can take some time to come on down and spend some time with us this morning indeed. So if you're somewhere watching right now, do not touch your dial. Thank you so much for joining us. If you're on our streams on Facebook and YouTube, I promise you in the hour and a half I spend with you, you will be exploring with me the very best of what St. Lucie has to offer. I'm actually on the grounds here at North Stars Cricket Club in St. Lucie, and behind me is that notable shop we call Dorley's Shop. It's now called the Corner Bar, and right there we want to say a big thank you to Keisha, Janelle, Avery and Tiffany who have been so kind to us. That shop is an institution if you're ever part of the island, so do take down here as well. But you see this ball in my hand? It no longer is, because that's what happens here. The speed sometimes can cause it to disintegrate because of what happens on the surfaces. But you know, perhaps before the day is done, I'm going to play me a game of cricket, and I want you to stick around to see who does what. I promise you it's going to be Exciting. Everything St. Lucie, everything all good and bright and beautiful I'll share with you this morning. So let's get started if you don't mind as the buses move by and the cars drive by as well. The cattle are lowing. It is just country and it's absolutely beautiful. There are so many people we're going to get to meet today. The parish ambassadors, we get to meet their attendants, we get to celebrate the success of all things St. Lucie today, and you'll get to hear what else is happening in their events. It is just such a gorgeous day today. Joining me this morning right now is Kenesha Griffith. She is known as an entrepreneur, but she is busy. Come closer to me, Kenesha. That's what they're trying to tell you. So you stick around with me. So you have been busy now working on pulling together people and entrepreneurs in this community of St. Lucie. How has it been? Microphone.
Okay, before we get started.
Zaria.
Before we get started, my name is
Zaria.
Yes, please.
Yes.
Okay.
So talk to me a little bit about your involvement as an entrepreneur and pulling together other entrepreneurs like yourself.
Well, it's very enjoyable. I love entrepreneurship, and it's a pleasure for me to bring together entrepreneurs to watch them grow.
But you're so young. What do you know about entrepreneurship, someone would say?
Well, I wouldn't say that I know everything, but there's a lot that the internet can teach you, and I am an entrepreneur myself, so experience and what I go through I will share with others, but I wouldn't say that I know everything. There's a lot for me to learn.
What is it that you do?
I host the Northern Flea Market, and I also do farming on the farming project by the government. Yes, please. Not Spring Hall, I'm Montpelier, sorry.
Really? You do farming?
Yes, please.
You get your nails dirty? What kind of farming do you do?
I do vegetables. Right now I have peppers and okras harvesting, and I just planted cucumbers and a lot more to come in for the new year and Christmas.
So what got you into agriculture in the first place?
Well, I have a history of agriculture in my family, so I just grew some just passed on down to me.
So all your little young life, you've been busy out there working the land and working the field and seeing your crops grow. And so as a consequence, you thought, hey, let me keep doing this as well. So you said you have some okras and stuff in the ground right now. When do you hope to harvest?
Well, I'm harvesting the okras right now, and the peppers.
And the peppers. And then what, do you do crop rotation?
Yes, please.
So what's the next set of crops you're going to be planting?
Well, I'm looking to do cassava and pumpkin and squash.
Girl, will you find the time to do all of those kinds of things?
It isn't time consuming. To me, it's more about managing
oneself.
Yes, please.
So you pull together also some entrepreneurs from the parish to come together under one space to do this. I know because we had a talk with you and we saw you in the news. How has that been going so far?
Well, at times I would say it is difficult. However, as an entrepreneur with my ambitious spirit, I will never give up.
I like that. I will never give up. I have this ambitious spirit. And so give me a sense of who are some of the entrepreneurs who would have been a part of the entrepreneurship fair.
Well, we have had a variety of entrepreneurs, from persons who do art, who do cosmetics. Some persons, they sell thrift items, things that they would have found at home to sell back.
Right.
I also highlight persons
who are doing all sorts of things. So when is the next one?
The next one is November the 26th. This is Spitestone Playing Field. From 8 a.m. to 6 p.m. and we welcome all to come on down.
So at the Spitestone Playing Field, that's the one next to the bus terminal, right?
Yes, please.
Good. On the 26th?
Yes, please.
From early in the morning till late in the evening?
Yes, please.
And so we want everybody to come on down then and explore what our entrepreneurs are doing on the island. Where in St. Lucie are you from?
I'm from right here in Cranfield.
You're joking. You see, I look at the last name, but you know, Griffith is one of those names in the parish of St. Lucie that almost everybody seems to be called. So give me a line, give me a sense of who Griffiths are you? Which Griffith are you from? Call somebody's name.
Both of my parents are from St. Lucie.
You know, so you live in one of these houses here? Where exactly in Craphill are you? You won't tell me?
No.
Or she won't tell me? Fair enough. You got them laughing at me. How could you do that to me, Zaria? That's all right. But you've been to this North Stars ground before?
Many times.
What do you mean by many times? You have not played a game of cricket in your life.
No.
But you've watched the game, right?
Yes, please. And I also have a family member who's on the North Stars team.
Wonderful. Fantastic. Zaria, good to meet you. All the best with your farming. All the best with the Entrepreneurship Fair, which is coming up, by the way, on the 26th of November at the playing field next to the bus terminal in Speightstown. And I hope you encourage more entrepreneurs to be like you, not just in farming alone, but in so many other areas of endeavor, because excellence resides in St. Lucie, right?
Sure.
There you go. I said it, she said it. You better believe it. Thank you so much. Have a good day, all right? Thank you. Now, more from St. Lucie in just a moment. Stay with us here on Morning Barbados.
Morning, morning, morning. Good morning. Good morning to you.
Enjoy movies, soaps, drama, comedy, inspiration, education, music, and more. You get it all when you get MCTV, because MCTV gives you more.
Books open your heart, your mind, and your soul. They are educational, entertaining, inspiring, and motivating. Are you an author of a recent book you want to share? Then Mornin Barbados would love to feature your book in our The Next Chapter segment. Send us an email to morninbarbados@cbc.bb. That's morning without the G. Come and let us turn those pages together.
While you go about your business, we go about our business, and that is gathering the news. Stay up to date at CBC News Barbados on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. Get news update on radio throughout the day. And join us for the CBC News Night at 7 every night. CBC News team is on the job and bringing you the news.
Wake up, wake up, wake up, wake up. Barbados, get up.
Morning Barbados will be coming to your parish live every Friday until November. Stay tuned from 6:30 a.m. to 8 a.m. to see which parish we're in. Join us for it all.
Good morning, morning Barbados, good morning. Wake up, wake up, wake up, morning to you.
Come on, you family, make some noise. Are you ready?
Q in the Community is on every Thursday in a community near you.
Q in the Community is well and alive.
Come on down and, have a line with all of me. The more mature folk come to dance, to sing.
Scrape the bones smooth.
Q in the Community is your place to meet friends, to socialize, and just to be you.
Yes, come on down and take in the karaoke.
Whether you're coming from north, south, east, or west, we have a bus for you.
Q in the Community.
Stay tuned to Q100.7 FM to find out where we will be next, and follow us on Facebook.
Morning, morning, morning. Good morning. Good morning to you.
Morning Barbados. Morning Barbados indeed, and good morning to all of you. I hold in my hand a white ball, which I guarantee you before the morning is done, I shall use. I hope there's a cricketer out there who can handle my bowling. I don't do spin, so fast pace. So look out for that. That's the kind of game you have right here at North Stars Cricket Ground. We are, as you know, in the parish of St. Lucie, celebrating all things St. Lucie today. What a beautiful morning on a Friday that it truly is. And stick around because there's so much more to tell you about. As a matter of fact, I'm joined by excellence this morning, the parish ambassadors and their attendant for 2022. Joining me next to me is Miss Chloe Collymore. With her is Paul Cato. They're both the parish ambassadors. And Tony Pompey is the attendant at the far end. So, Chloe, good morning to you.
Good morning, Pearson. Welcome back to St. Lucie.
Should I be welcome back? Listen, girl, I'm from boat here. I'm going to tell you, welcome to St. Lucie.
I'm from boat here too?
Really, where exactly in St. Lucie are you from?
I am from Husbands Right, St. Lucie.
Oh, so that's down that way?
Yes, please.
And so you've decided this time, I mean, you're wearing the angel on your necklace, and so you decided this day to be angelic, and you'll tell me a little bit about your decision for choosing to be a parish ambassador.
Okay, so I was always familiar with the St. Lucie PAC, being that they were very connected with my church during their activities. So I've always seen ambassadors come and interact with us at camp or whether it be a church service. So I was always aware of them. However, the opportunity was presented to me by my mom, and I figured that it was time to get out there, to know my parish, to know the people, to develop myself, personally, professionally. So I figured that it was time to find Chloe, basically.
Have you found Chloe, basically?
Yes, I have.
What have you discovered about Chloe?
I discovered that I can talk a lot.
I like you, Chloe. I like you a lot. So here it is now. The program has started. And where have you been? What have you been doing so far?
So far, we have been connecting with residents across St. Lucie. We have been finding entrepreneurs across the parish. That's the basis of our community connect here in St. Lucie. We also did pop-up shops throughout our for our project. So we were able to connect with the various entrepreneurs and our residents as well to learn a bit more about St. Lucie. We were able to look at some of the sites, for example, Cove Bay, Little Bay, Makeup Space, such like that.
I'm glad you said all that because I wanted to tell people there's much more than River Bay when you come to St. Lucie. There's so many sea areas that you can really come and enjoy a picnic and refresh oneself. So how is it working with Paul?
Paul, there's not a second goes by when me and Paul ain't laughing at something. We are always laughing and we find ways to have fun. Even if we're in serious situations, we know the time to be serious and we know when to be funny and have a little bit of fun.
That is wonderful. That is wonderful. So Paul, she just gave you a wonderful review. Would you give the same for her?
Yes, I would. It was an honor working with Chloe. She's a very fun person. We joke about everything from going into the community with her sharing the parish, our project, to the animals in the community, just as a basis of fun. So it's been very enjoyable for me.
Listen, you are part of a legacy now, okay? Because St. Lucie is a winning parish. How does that make you feel? Does it scare you?
No, it actually motivates me. It's my drive to do better because as coming into the program, the PIC, they would have told me about the achievements of the other ambassadors to come. So it makes me want to get to the level that they tell me that St. Lucie is. So that's what I'm trying to achieve, the St. Lucie level.
So what do you think that is? Describe that for me, what you need to do to meet the St. Lucie level.
Well, the St. Lucie level is like I'm supposed to be able to speak properly, carry along myself well, to know much about the parish, about the program, and I think I'm doing that pretty well.
That's what we do here in St. Lucie indeed. And so what is the parish project, by the way?
Well, our parish project is entrepreneurship, a pathway to growing a stronger we. So we have two main objectives for our parish project, which is promoting entrepreneurship. So how we promoted it was we went into communities, and not only communities, we went into various schools, both secondary and primary, with the youth entrepreneurship scheme to teach the students about what it means to be an entrepreneur and how you can become an entrepreneur in the future.
Did you go to my primary school, Sela Primary?
Yes, we went to Sela Primary School.
Good. Just want to make sure it's just over there, by the way. And so, Tony, here you are now working with these two youngsters here. They must keep you busy.
Busy indeed, Pearson. And Chloe did tell you welcome back, so I must tell you welcome back.
Thank you.
Yes, working with the parish ambassadors this year was a thrill. It was very exciting. I have watched them grow over the period of time. When Chloe and Paul first started, they were very timid and very shy. As Chloe told you, she loves to talk, and I am sure that Paul loves to talk as well. But outside of that, when it's time to get the work done, they put their heads together. There is a time when they're very serious and focused, and I must say it has been a joy to watch them develop over the period of time from the time they started up to this point.
You know, we've also attained Attendant of the Year. And so you also have some big shoes to follow because he's tall too. So let's talk a little bit about that and what that means to you to be able to follow in his footsteps.
Well, following in his footsteps is a dream of mine. He sets the standard very high. He's an example for all of us, the executive, the subcommittees, everyone that is part of the Parish Independence Committee. And I'm sure that when we go to training sessions at the national level, that's the Community Independence Secretariat, he also garners a sense of pride and stuff from the other PICs as well. So I am looking forward to fulfilling those theoretical shoes, not the practical ones.
Indeed so. Now, I want you guys to talk to me. Chloe, you tell everyone in St. Lucie, because you know we're just days away from the Spirit of the Nation show. And you know, once there is the Spirit of the Nation show, all St. Lucie's give you their full support. So encourage more to come support you.
Yes, please. The Spirit of Nation show is November 19th. So everybody from St. Lucie and the Weather Barbados, come and support me and my partner, Paul. It will be really appreciated if you do.
Paul, your turn to talk to them.
Everyone in St. Lucie, we're asking for your support. As Chloe said, it's November the 19th, so try to get your jade shirt, try to get your St. Lucie little banners, and come and give us some support.
And Tony?
Yes, everyone in St. Lucie, come support Paul, Chloe, and myself and the PAC, because we are doing great work in St. Lucie from Crab Hill, Greenwiches, Checker Hall, all the communities that we were able to visit during Community Connect. I want you to come, make your presence felt at the gymnasium come the 19th of November.
Tony, where in St. Lucie are you from?
I am from Checker Hall, Pearson.
Checker Hall. And Paul?
I'm from Mountain View.
Nobody comes from Hope Road? Other than me? All right.
We passed through Hope Road.
Good. I'll do some stops in Hope Road as well. All right. I wish you the very best with the program, and I wish you the very best with your futures as well. So thank you so much for joining me this morning.
Thank you.
Thank you as well.
You're very welcome indeed. Morning Barbados from St. Lucie continues in just a moment.
Morning, morning, morning. Good morning. Good morning to you.
Morning Barbados is brought to you with the compliments of Great Healthworks, agents for Omega XL and probiotics.
Because you love English Premier League, MCTV has got it back. Now you can watch all the games of the English Premier League plus UEFA and NFL on MCTV. Current customers can upgrade to Matchback Extra at just $23. Call MCTV today at 228-6288 to upgrade or come in and sign up for a new service. Football fans, let MCTV get you back in the game.
When disaster threatens, it is comforting to know there's a team working to deliver credible, comprehensive, and up-to-date information. A team that is committed to serving you. A team that will be there before, during, and after the disaster. That is Team CBC, here for you this hurricane season.
Some ask, what makes Barbados so special? We at Mornin Barbados say it's you, our exceptional youth. You are talented, resilient, and inspirational. You are the epitome of the Barbadian spirit, testing the boundaries of your creativity. If you are an entrepreneur, artist, baker, designer, author, or have done anything you think should be highlighted, email us at morninbarbados@cbc.bb. Let us show the world our exceptional Bajan youth.
There is no place like home, but over the past year, home has taken on an especially significant meaning for most. At times, staying at home may be limiting, but it doesn't need to be boring. If you're someone...
Morning, morning, morning. Good morning. Good morning to you.
Morning Barbados is brought to you with the compliments of Great Healthworks, agents for Omega XL and probiotics.
Indeed so. And so this morning, look, you see, they're preparing the pitch. They know there's a cricket match that shall be played here at North Stars Cricket Club before the morning is done. I cannot wait. I have the ball in my hand. I don't know if the batsmen and batswomen are here, but I'm looking forward to bowling. I am not batting, nobody bowling at me, in other words. But certainly a game of cricket. The game of cricket is also played here on the field. And that's because North Stars is one of those spots on this island which the West Indies cricket team played on, the Barbados team played on. You've come to enjoy over the years, and we are here this morning to enjoy it as we come to you live from the beautiful parish of St. Lucie. Now, a lot happens here in St. Lucie. There are some excellent people who are residing here as well, doing beautiful things across the island. One of those joins me now. Her name is Celia Collymore. She is with the group Bajan Fusion, and she was on Morning Barbados. Yes, what was it, Wednesday?
Wednesday, yes.
Celia, good morning to you.
Good morning, Pearson. How are you?
I'm well. Good to see you in the flesh.
Yes.
And if you didn't know, she went to CP too.
Shining beacon on a hill.
There you go. See, I'm hearing the noise. Our technical director is also from the from CP as well. You hear that applause?
Yes.
So CP is in the house indeed. It must mean something really special to you to be on this soil in the parish of St. Lucie and contributing in the way that you do. What does it mean to be from St. Lucie?
It means a lot. And why I'm always excited about St. Lucie is because my colleagues always give me a hard time about how far we live.
Yes.
Yeah, so it's really about representing and knowing that, you know what? Beautiful people are from the north. We do great things. And how do I continue to keep St. Lucie at the top? I love Barbados. My brand is all over the island, but it's awesome to represent your parish and live out the dreams of some of your family members as well. So when I think about my aunt, Sybil Hines in Greenwiches, or my mum in Checker Hall, St. Lucie, these are the people that I really live my life through and through my brand.
Wow, the salt and earth of
Yes.
what it is truly St. Lucie. So have you lived or do you still live here in the parish?
I live in St. James now, but I live in Greenwiches and St. Lucie and Checker Hall.
So come I never see you before?
I don't know Pearson, but we're here
Did you take
together
the
now.
bus? Did you take Connelltown bus?
Yes, I did.
And you never took the same bus I was on?
I think we did. Because
Yeah,
when I lived
right.
in Greenwiches, I think I would have seen you in the bus
You're
all
trying to be
mornings.
nice to me
No,
too.
but this is when we were younger, Pearson,
So
of
you
course.
can't remember, in other words.
I'm telling you, I saw you on the bus coming from Connelltown, down in through Greenwiches into Bridgetown.
Okay, show off. Did you go to school? Where did you go to school in primary?
St. Lucie Primary.
Oh, that's where you went. So
Yes.
you did not go to St. Swithin's?
Church. I served in the
Right.
church, St. Swithin's Church.
Right. But you know the school, the primary school, which was next to the church,
Yes.
eventually amalgamated with Sealer Primary.
Yes.
And my aunt, Daphne Springer, who I know is watching, would have been the principal there as well, having been the principal at St. Swithin's as well. So there's a lot about St. Lucie that a lot of people perhaps need to still discover.
Yes, absolutely. So with my brand, Beige Infusion, we do fitness, we do wellness, and it's really about giving people new experiences around the island. And growing up, on my bicycle, I would ride through Connelltown, Greenwiches, Checker Hall, Crab Hill. So for me, my brand represents a lot of who I am and really about community. Being able to connect with the people in your parish, have fun, explore the island, get to see and do new and different things.
What excites me is that your brand is from this parish.
Yes.
And so that's something we have to celebrate as a parish as well. So for those who do not know what Beige Infusion does, what do you say to them this morning?
Yes, so Beige Infusion is a fitness lifestyle service where we package experiences around the island for locals and visitors. So on any given month, you can experience mountain biking, hiking, paddle boarding, horseback riding, you name it. It's all about doing new and different things. And because my background is human resources, it's really about making sure that people are also developing themselves personally and professionally. So we take that holistic approach to person's growth. And when you do new and different things, you grow, and you have to be open to those experiences.
And that's what we were talking about on Wednesday when we talked about work-life integration.
Yes.
But how does that, doing exercise, how does that factor into HR? I don't get it. I don't get it.
You don't get it?
I don't get it.
Exercise is a part of your being. So when you think about, I'm not sure if you've ever heard of the circle of life.
Yes.
And the circle of life
In a
talks
song.
right. But the circle of life is a concept that came about through the Institute of Integrative Nutrition, and they talk about the most important elements of our lives, and we don't necessarily think about them, but it's important that we focus on these elements every day. So when you think about your life, you need to break your life down and build yourself back up through it. So whether it's creativity, whether it's joy, spirituality, relationships, education, finances, home environment, physical activity, these are all priorities in our lives that we need to focus on. Of course, with work-life integration, they may not get the same amount of time. When you think about a 24-hour day, everything doesn't get the same amount of time, but you need to make sure that you're spending time on these priority areas. So when you think about physical activity within the workplace, is as simple as doing something for 2 minutes, 5 minutes at your desk, right? So how do you incorporate the priorities in your life even while you're at work?
And how do you market yourself, though? How do you get out there to get in there to help people?
So this is a perfect opportunity to do that, one. But
I have an invoice for you by the end of the morning, by the way.
We're online, so persons can find us online, Facebook, Instagram, and LinkedIn. So it's really about getting yourself out there. So for persons who are in business, the only way your business can work is if you work. And it's really about putting yourself out there, being uncomfortable, yes, sharing, and over time, people will see what you can do and what the brand can do. And be willing to be a part of the experience.
Speaking of which, recently you were a part of Disrupt HR Caribbean.
Yes.
So talk to me about that experience. You had a chance to rub shoulders with my girl, Joan Underwood.
Yes,
what an
yes.
experience. So talk to me about it.
I love Disrupt HR and I love HR. When I lived overseas in New York, I worked in HR. So for me, there was so much growth just being in the HR space. So when they invited me to come speak, I actually had to share an experience. I am back in Barbados not because I wanted to.
The Connelltown bus now going up. For those of you further up, the Connelltown bus coming. It's all going through Crab Hill.
Right.
Yes,
so
go
I
ahead.
learned a lot in HR, especially from the engagement, training, and development. That's my biggest passion. I'm back in Barbados not because I wanted to, but because at that point the economy was tanking in the US and they weren't renewing a lot of visas. And during that time, I really had to decide, who am I? Who do I want to be? How do I want to show up in the world with or without an employer? And it became the opportunity to speak to HR professionals or speak to employees about the power of getting to know yourself. Yes, finding out what your skills are, what your passions are, and start to build your life around it. Because as you know, you may work for a company today and you may lose your job tomorrow. And when you lose your job, who are you?
Yes.
So while you are working, discover yourself, do the things that are important for you, and add value no matter where you go.
For a lot of people, it requires them hitting rock bottom to start the
Absolutely.
moment of discovery. So how do we, while we are not yet in transition, find that point of discovery?
It starts with setting goals. So this is where I'm at right now. This is where I need to be. What does that process look like for you? And create a plan of action and execute. So it's not just talking about what you want, but it's doing the things that will be important to get where you need to go.
We brought you here today because we wanted to show to the whole world that we have people like yourself from St. Lucie. So you grew up in Greenwich, went to the Coleridge Parish School, eventually found yourself in the United States of America. Now you're back and you are everywhere doing what you do. And so how... I know you said you've now been able to find your own footing. You now know exactly who Celia Collymore is. How does that make you feel at this stage of your life, to know that you know you?
I feel awesome. And the theme for 2023 is Create Your Beautiful. A lot of my brand is who I am and is encouraging people for you to really enjoy life and experience life and experience people, you have to discover who you are. And that's a journey that everyone needs to be on. I'm grateful for my support system as well. I don't believe that I did this all on my own. There've been people who've mentored me. There've been people who've been there by my side. And these are people who help to keep me going. But you have to believe in yourself and you have to believe in your capabilities that you can do great work.
For my technical director, I'm saying this deliberately because they were teasing me the other morning. They said, man, talk like somebody from St. Lucie. You don't sound like you. And I'm saying, but this is the way we speak.
Yes.
And I want you now to say to folks who have this perception that people from St. Lucie have a twang, to dispel that disperception. If you don't
Absolutely. I think that you are who you are in different spaces.
Yes.
So when it's time to talk real Bajan, you talk real Bajan. But when it comes to professionalism and being able to connect on a global stage, it is just speaking proper English.
Yes,
That's really
yes.
what it is. And being confident in yourself that you can communicate, you can get your message across, and people understand you and they can connect with you as well.
I have a Bajan saying that I would love for you to give me the meaning of. Don't rub your bro. Listen, this is easy. The word is, your head ain't met for heart alone. Your head ain't met for heart alone. What do you think that means?
Your head ain't met for heart alone.
Yes.
Meaning that you can use your brain. You can use your brain. It isn't just about wearing hats, but you can think, you can do things. No?
Don't ask me. You tell me. That's your interpretation?
That's my interpretation.
That's your only interpretation?
Your head ain't met for heart alone.
Go ahead. I'm listening to you.
But there's so many, right, so besides the hat, there's so many things that you can do with your brain. So thinking, I don't know, you tell me.
You were right.
There you go.
And you let me knock you off, Celia.
Pearson, but you have a way of doing these things
I do
to
that
people.
too. Don't let me knock you off. But you're absolutely right. You should always use your common sense.
Yes.
It's more than just a head. It's not just for hats, but you can actually use a lot of common sense in there.
Absolutely.
And you've been able to use that common sense. You've been able to use the education as well to position yourself in the way that you have done. So this is the month of November.
Yes.
And so what is it about November? What is it about nationhood that inspires you?
I love it. And it's so funny. When I lived overseas, people would always say, Celia, I see you on TV. But I was like, I ain't in Barbados. I played basketball for Barbados. I left on a scholarship. And November is that month where you celebrate Barbadians. And I'm part of that legacy. And I love November. And also, November is also Global Entrepreneurship Week.
Yes.
And the fact that St. Lucie has the theme of entrepreneurship is even more powerful, that we can continue to push businesses and also encourage businesses to put themselves out there. For your business to work, you actually have to be a part of a network. I'm here because of the work I've done in St. Lucie, but the work that I've done with the PIC. So encouraging entrepreneurs to build their network, build relationships, but you have to show up to do it.
You hear? See, they told you. Build, show up.
Yes.
Those are the two words I hold on to. There's a lot. Listen, there's a cricket match before I'm done here. You playing?
I'm ready.
You're one loss. You see this? Are you ready to?
Let me go.
Not right now. Not right now. What we are going to do right now, though, is take a break, and when we come back, we have some news to share with you. Stay with us on Morning Barbados from St. Lucie today.
Morning, morning, morning. Good morning. Good morning to you.
Morning Barbados is brought to you with the compliments of Great Healthworks, agents for Omega XL and probiotics.
The Morning Report news here at 7 now. Health officials here in Barbados, the region and around the world are continuing to monitor different variations of the flu virus that have emerged during this very active flu season. Representative of the Barbados Association of Medical Practitioners, Dr. Clyde Cave, gives the Morning Report an update on one of the more prominent viruses that has been affecting children in North America, respiratory syncytial virus, or RSV. Now, he says they also continue to monitor here in Barbados for any presence of that virus, with testing that is currently available in Trinidad.
RSV, which stands for respiratory syncytial virus, is a fairly common virus that circulates at this time of the year. It targets younger children, and while most children will be asymptomatic, meaning it will seem like a cold, sometimes it can be very severe, causing lung infections, and it can occasionally cause complications which lead on to asthma. This is seasonal, so in winter time, and we're going into the North American winter, this is when it circulates. It's unusual this year because for the past few years, because we were in COVID lockdown, there was not a lot of virus in circulation. The measures which we used to curtail COVID also curtail the spread of other viruses. We've been expecting this to be a bad flu season and other viral infections this year because in Australia, which is in the other hemisphere, so their cold months are in what would be our summer months. They had a very bad flu season this year, so we've been anticipating it, and that's what seems to be happening in North America. There are several viruses in circulation. There still is COVID, which is a respiratory virus, as we've all come to know, but there's also an influenza virus, a para-influenza virus, an adenovirus, and RSV. All of these have the potential to affect people, but RSV is one which, in children particularly, we're on the lookout for, and that's what seems to be coming our way.
Well, meanwhile, Dr. Cave says, unfortunately, vaccine resistance during COVID has given rise to general vaccine resistance for the more traditional vaccines that most infants should receive within the first 6 months to 1 year of life. This has also led to the re-emergence of some diseases once thought to be things of the past.
Unfortunately, even before the onset of the COVID pandemic, there were concerns about a resurgence of measles and mumps. In North America, there was a population of parents who were choosing not to vaccinate their children. And this, of course, made them potential cases to become infected, and with global travel the way it is, to spread it. Since COVID, there has been a growth in the anti-vaxxer movement, not just anti-COVID vaccination, but that seems to have spread into all vaccinations. So we have less children. This is worldwide, but I understand it's also an emerging trend in the Caribbean and in Barbados. We have parents who are opting not to have their children immunized in the usual way, and this is, of course, making them more susceptible. So should the virus be introduced into our population, which we know is a risk because we are a tourist economy, we do welcome visitors from all over the world. You know, we are not on high alert wearing masks and refraining from school and large public gatherings as we were before. So we know that this is a risk. And unfortunately, in addition to respiratory viruses, those old viruses like measles and mumps, which are deadly diseases if they spread, we haven't seen them in large numbers for a long time just because a large population of children were immunized. As soon as we stop that immunization and protecting our children, we're likely to see that again.
And he says polio is another disease that has re-emerged after being virtually non-existent for decades. In other news, Barbados' telecom sector is still very attractive to mobile providers, with more companies looking to set up shop here. And while not disclosing the names of players, the minister responsible for that sector, Davidson Ishmael, told the Morning Report that many are seeking licenses.
There's a lot of interest within the Barbados market. Barbados continues to be a very attractive market for not only telecoms companies, but for a lot of various companies in the technology space, in the science space, in the industry space. So we have a lot of interest and a lot of persons who have sought to set up their operations in Barbados for different reasons in different fields. There are companies that have already sought various licenses to operate in the telecom space in Barbados, and I would say that there is one player in particular that has gone through quite a significant number of the levels of the process to be able to get to the place where they can offer services to Barbados in the telecom space very soon as well. I would not be able to speak to how soon, but I know that they have already made significant inroads into that process, and I'm sure that when they are ready, they will make their relevant communications to the people of Barbados.
Well, the Bridgetown port welcomed 2 mega ships yesterday with more than 3,000 passengers on board. CBC's Shane Seeley has that story.
It was a warm welcome for some familiar megaships coming into the Bridgetown port. The Ida Perla is back. It's one of the cruise liners which Barbados aided during the COVID-19 pandemic, and it brought in some 2,500 passengers. Meanwhile, 1,000 visitors came aboard the Celebrity Millennium. The combined total of about 3,500 passengers meant some good business for tour and taxi operators. It's a promising start to the 2022-2023 cruise tourism season, and most taxi operators are optimistic the next few months will live up to projections of pre-pandemic numbers.
After COVID, 2 years, we're hoping that the people come to Barbados and really spend some money. Not just come, but that the normal taxi drivers could get some money in the pockets, and that, you know, everybody will cooperate, and you know, things will happen. That's all we are. So for me, I hopefully think that it should be a bumper season.
The majority of guys that works in the Bridgetown port, we'd like to depend mainly on a lot of Puerto Ricans. And we ain't got much Puerto Ricans coming into Barbados due to the fact that the Calabar lines are not really traveling here this year. Unfortunate for all of the guys that in the harbour. But I'm hoping that something pick up that slack in terms of the persons from Puerto Rico.
I'm glad to see the tourists coming back into Barbados and the mass release so that everybody could get a piece of the pie. I hope we get a good season this year, because for the last couple of years it was down and out, so hope the best.
Now, one ship is expected to berth at the port tomorrow, and the itinerary looks packed going into Christmas.
Well, that's a wrap on the Morning Report news update. Morning Barbados returns after the break.
Morning, morning, morning. Good morning. Good morning to you.
Morning Barbados is brought to you with the compliments of Great Healthworks, agents for Omega XL and probiotics.
One who is great at the DIY life, and you've made your home a haven for creating and making new things, this is the show for you. Send us an email at morningbarbados@cbc.bb and share how you've been making it from home.
There is a saying, you can find a Bajan anywhere. Are you a Bajan living abroad? Or do you know of one who has migrated to another country? Well, we at Mornin Barbados would love to have you or them on our Bajan Afar segment. Share your amazing stories, experiences, and how you have adapted to a new culture. Send us an email to morninbarbados@cbc.vb. And together we will travel the world.
Enjoy movies, soaps, drama, comedy, inspiration, education, music, and more. You get it all when you get MCTV, because MCTV gives you more.
Books open your heart, your mind, and your soul. They are educational, entertaining, inspiring, and motivating. Are you an author of a recent book you want to share? Then Mornin Barbados would love to feature your book in our The Next Chapter segment. Send us an email to morninbarbados@cbc.vb. That's morning without the G. Come and let us turn those pages together.
While you go about your business, we go about our business, and that is gathering the news. Stay up to date at CBC News Barbados on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. Get news update on radio throughout the day. And join us for the CBC News.
Morning, morning, morning. Good morning. Good morning to you.
Morning Barbados is brought to you with the compliments of Great Healthworks, agents for Omega XL and probiotics.
You know, in another life, I would want to be a barman. In another life. But we are live from North Stars Cricket Club. I am now going to be serving up not drinks, but something else. So stick around and find out what that is. But we are in the clubhouse, and in the clubhouse, on the walls, you see all the trophies. You see all of the people who played a pivotal role in developing North Stars to be the success that it is. If you are in the sport of cricket, you know North Stars Cricket Club, and this is exactly where we are. Godfrey Moore, my brother-in-law, late Godfrey Moore, his picture's on the wall right there. He was a president of this club here as well. He was also a part of the number of people who would have developed this community. He lived just not too far from here, and also been a part of developing the sport of cricket in this club as well. It's a cultural club. It's more than just a sporting club. Many people use this facility to do so much within the community. But speaking of serving up and mixing up and all those kinds of things, if I said the name Elmore Roach, what comes to your mind? I know you're going to ask yourself, who he? If I said Radar Sounds, aha, now you got me. Radar, morning to you, my friend.
Hey, good morning, Barbados. Good morning, Pearson.
Good to see you. And again, another CP boy in the house.
I'm not actually a CP boy, but in affiliations.
In affiliation. But you went to SELA.
Yes, I did.
That's where we knew each other from.
Yes.
SELA Primary, which is just down Archers Road contact.
Correct.
All right. What does it mean growing up here in this part of the island, though?
It's a privilege, because people tend to, more like challenge us from this part. You got to do that extra bit harder, to really achieve, certain accomplishments.
And part of that hard work, you've been able to establish yourself, your name. What kind of work did you have to put in to make sure that, not just to make sure, but to be able to be so well known?
Well, it's a lot of hard work, and the name of itself, Radar, it speaks for itself. The name Radar, I was given that name, because you need to be ahead of the game. You need to be ahead. If there's a hurricane coming, you pick it up on the radar first.
Yes.
And then everybody knows after. So if you know the moves to make before, you make them, and you keep yourself ahead of the game all the time.
Smart man. I mean, you started as a simple DJ, then you got into the production of music, recording artists, and so forth. How long have you been doing that now?
Let's say music. I've been doing music from the time I was like
a little boy,
like 9. I grew up. Actually, I was to play bass guitar in the church, which is just down here. With Mr. O'Neill, Church of God, and Wesley Holiness Church. I played guitar and stuff. And from the age of 9, actually bass guitar was bigger than me at that time. So yeah, I do have a knowledge of instruments.
Yes.
I played with a reggae band at the time called Rebirth.
Yes.
I saw a a picture surfaced on Instagram at time with me when I was 16.
Wow.
And I was like, whoa, you know.
I hope you capture that.
Of course.
Kept it from memory.
Of course, of course. So yeah, I've been in music forever. Started as a DJ.
Yes.
And that was fun. And it just developed, it just developed from there and just moved from one level to the next.
What I love is that you never left down here. You've stayed down here all this time, all your life. I've known you to be a Crab Hill man.
Yeah.
Wow. So what keeps you? There are people who get edgy and they figure, you know what?
You need to move out.
I gotta move. This is too far.
I mean, like, if you're comfortable, and St. Lucie is a very welcoming parish, right? And I don't see nowhere to go from
You're
here.
right.
Here's where it is.
It truly is where it is. And I mean, where you reside, you're on the bus route. Everything is accessible.
Yes.
And you've been able to develop the area to the point here in Crab Hill in particular, where you're able now to provide a number of services. So one doesn't need to go too far to get what one wants.
No, you can get everything here.
Yeah.
But actually, what I'm working on, I'm refurbishing the studio, and I'm working on a project which should come on stream for 2023.
Yes.
Where we will be bringing people to St. Lucie to record, not only from the island, but from other islands.
Yes.
To experience the St. Lucie experience. Not only you'll be coming to record a song, you'll be able to visit some of the spots that we have in St. Lucie, Barbados by extension.
Wow.
And you'll be able to do a song and still have a vacation at the
yes.
same time. So that's what I'm working on.
Well, you heard it for the first time here
Oh,
on
yeah.
Mornin Barbados. Radar
Correct.
Sounds developing to the point where he's been able to offer all of this.
Yes.
But you've been working with the Parish Independence Committee for quite some time as well, developing music beds and that kind of thing. Talk to me about your involvement in the work of the Parish Independence Committee.
Well, my work with the Parish Independence Committee, all of the tracks, all of the music, beddings and everything, they come through Radar Studio first. I make sure it's correct before it goes out there.
Yes.
Actually, the St. Lucie anthem, right? I'm the person that was voiced in Radar Studio, and I'm mastered in my studio as well.
Wow. Everything happened at Radar Sounds.
Yeah, it got to pass through Radar Sounds, the studio first, before it goes out.
So, I mean, you've done Bajan Girl, you've redone that, you've done so much music that we hear on the radio today.
Yeah.
And oftentimes people don't even recognize that was Radar Sound.
Done in St. Lucie.
Done in St. Lucie.
Yeah.
You've done a remake of whole host, you've done some compilations as well.
Yes.
Are you going to be at some point producing and releasing your work?
Well, actually, there are 3 volumes of Caribbean Country. Caribbean Country is a music that I have created, where I injected some live percussions and stuff into what we call oldies.
Yes.
And it has been going very, very well, especially in the dances, queue and stuff.
Yes.
So what I did 3 volumes. I have a Caribbean Country Volume 1, 2, and 3. So that is for sale.
Caribbean Country Volumes 1, 2, and 3. Yes.
So we have been busy.
Boy, I mean, when you stop to think of it and you think music production, you think Radar Sounds. When you think about it as it relates to St. Lucie, you think Radar Sounds. When you think of who's the DJ in St. Lucie, you think Radar Sounds. We think you. And so this anthem, which we're going to hear a little later on, the St. Lucie anthem, how does a producer work? I'm just trying to figure out, because one comes into a studio, we have the lyrics, we have the music. What do you do thereafter?
Well, if you have the lyrics, you might have the lyrics, but you might not have a melody. So what we do, we create the melody, or you might even have the melody. We just create the music bed and help you with the lyrics, because sometimes people write what they feel.
Yes.
But then it does not always fit into the bars and stuff. So we correct that and voice, mix, and master. So then we're ready to go.
Listen, that's a skill set I wish I had, but that makes you even more special to be able to do so. And what makes it even more special is that you come from the parish of St. Lucie. There you go.
Yes.
And so this is ours, folks. This is ours. This is Radar Sounds of St. Lucie. I have a Bajan saying for you. I want you to give it the meaning, all right? Your saying is, you can't stop ear from hearing, but you can stop your mouth from talking. You can't stop ear from hearing, but you can stop your mouth from talking. What do you think that means?
You shouldn't throw everything in here.
Yes. Radar, spot on. You're a real producer for True Boy. You have an ear for these things. You are spot on. A warning against repeating what you hear.
Yes, yes.
Man, you're a real Bajan for real.
Thank you.
All right. I hope you enjoy your November. I hope you enjoy all. Are you one of those independence babies that you like cookies and all those kinds of things?
Of course, yes. I like everything that comes on with independence.
Me too.
Everything.
So I can't wait to sink my teeth into some cookies, hopefully very soon.
Correct.
But it's wonderful talking to you. Congratulations on your work so far.
Thank you.
And thank you for representing so well this parish of ours, St. Lucie. Good to meet you.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome. You're welcome. Radar Sounds, and right to here with us. But we'll get to hear the anthem in just a little while. Don't move.
Morning, morning, morning. Good morning. Good morning to you.
Morning Barbados is brought to you with the compliments of Great Healthworks, agents for Omega XL and probiotics. Night at 7 every night. CBC News team is on the job and bringing you the news.
Wake up, wake up, wake up, wake up. Barbados, get up.
Morning Barbados will be coming to your parish live every Friday until November. Stay tuned from 6:30 a.m. to 8 a.m. to see which parish we're in. Join us for it all.
Good morning, morning Barbados, good morning. Wake up, wake up, wake up. Morning to you.
Come on, you family, make some noise. Are you ready?
Q in the Community is on every Thursday in a community near you.
Q in the Community is well and alive.
Come on down and, have a line with all of me. The more mature folk come to dance, to sing.
Keep the bones smooth.
Q in the Community is your place to meet friends, to socialize, and just to be you.
Yes, come on down and take in the karaoke.
Whether you're coming from north, south, east, or west, we have a bus for you.
Q in the Community.
Stay tuned to Q100.7 FM to find out where we will be next, and follow us on Facebook.
Because you love English Premier League, MCTV has got it back. Now you can watch all the games of the English Premier League plus UEFA and NFL on MCTV. Current customers can upgrade to Matchback Extra at just $23. Call MCTV today at 228-6288 to upgrade or come in and sign up for a new service. Football fans, let MCTV get you back in the game.
When disaster threatens, it is comforting to know there's a team working to deliver credible, comprehensive, and up-to-date information. A team that is committed to serving you. A team that will be there before, during, and after the disaster. That is Team CBC, here for you this hurricane season.
Some ask, what makes Barbados so special?
Morning, morning, morning. Good morning. Good morning to you.
Morning Barbados. Live from North Stars Cricket Club here in Crab Hill, St. Lucie. We are in the parish of St. Lucie, but this is not all that St. Lucie is. There is Josie Hill, Durham's, Gemmet, so many other wonderful places. Little Bay, Cove, that you can explore. And when you do, just take the highway, come on down. And when you are going to notice the difference. You're going to feel the difference immediately. The cool breeze, the freshness of the air, the wonderful warmth of the people, and just the greenery all around. That is what describes us as the parish of St. Lucie. So come on down. They're already marking the pitch because they know that I'm going to bowl really fast for somebody. Celia promised me that she's going to bat while I bowl, and I can't wait to pelt this ball at her. So I hope that she's quite ready. Vasco is laughing because Vasco knows what I'm talking about. Vasco Graves, morning. Thank you so much, my friend. Good to see you. And Chanel is also with us. Chanel Clark. Good morning, Chanel. I see the two of you together, and I know new connections immediately.
That's,
the band, the
that
gospel
is correct.
band.
That's correct. You're probably a staple now.
Yeah. You guys still go?
Yes, we
You
do.
serious?
Yep.
Man, listen, I have grown up enjoying your concerts, and so I feel like a big old man, and y'all still look the same?
Well, I just hit retirement.
Oh, you did?
So I just started. This is the second month.
Congratulations.
Thank you very much.
I'm looking forward to that, actually. Shirley, you still have a long way to go.
I tell you.
A very long time.
I see the goalpost getting moved all the time, so that's all right.
Yes. No, we're sitting under the tree here at the edge of the ground, the cricket ground. And one would, if you come to watch the games here at North Stars, enjoy this cool breeze. As I said earlier, the cattle have been low, the baby awake. But this is the kind of thing that we enjoy when we come to St. Lucie.
Yes.
Now, how old is New Connections?
Oh my God! I think we're about 45 years.
About as long as I've been alive. Yes.
As long as I've been alive, you've been singing, Chanel. So let's talk a little bit, starting with you, Chanel, about your decision to step forward to lead and sing in the band New Connections.
I was invited to sing in the band. I think that was when I was like 16 years old. And at the time, I think I was replacing two ladies who had, I guess they had moved on from the band. And it was a time where I was very shy, singing on stage and stuff. And I think that being in the band and at one point just being the only female in the band, it really gave me that courage and that, what I needed to come out of my shell, so to speak, to be a singer, a lead singer.
And you've been out of your shell for so long now. One
Yes,
can't even
please.
imagine you being in a shell to begin with. But Vasco, it feels as if it was your project. Would I be reading that right?
Yes. It's the band sort of evolved from church. And one of the things that maybe have us going is that we have always been able to replenish from the church. So most of the members are from the entire church, so that's why we have the longevity. Yes. So
but a lot of bands have disbanded.
I know.
So how is it you're able to? I mean, yes, it's a church, but how is it you're able to keep everybody focused to say, you know what, we will continue. There's no way we're going to end this legacy now.
Well, I think once you love music is one of those things. Once you love, and even like doing concerts, even like Radar, and I find like doing music, it takes a lot out of you. So maybe you got to be the first person there and the last person there to pick. The first person to put up and the last person to. So if you don't love it, and then you have to have, I must say, even my wife, sometimes people get married and that's it.
Yes.
I must say, give Rose kudos for putting up with you. Yes, that's it. For putting up with me for all those years.
Yes.
And then I have a son, and I call him the boss drummer. I don't know, sure. I say he's the best in Barbados, but he's not one to push himself up.
Yes.
But he plays the promise. So you're saying he got it down pat. So it seems the legacy is going on.
But you don't take your ministry for granted. I mean, I can well imagine what rehearsals are like. Shirley, what are rehearsals like, just out of curiosity?
Long. Many late nights, very much so. We leave sometimes from by the church rehearsing 12 o'clock in the night, 1 o'clock, sometimes depending on how long that we take to master a song or the song set before we leave. But it's Vasco, usually he will push us to our limit sometimes, but it's a learning experience most times, but it is enjoyable.
I'm always curious about the creative process, because you to yourself, Chanel, would have been a music teacher while at the Alexandra School. You're now a guidance counselor and all of it, but here it is, because you know music as well. What do you say to Vasco? What are the quarrels like? Just a little curiosity.
There are no quarrels. I was actually the choir director, not a music teacher. Everybody thought I taught music, but no, I was the choir director for the Alexandra School. Yes, I recently wrote my own song and had it produced by Radar, and I sent it to Vasco for, well, not approval, but his feedback, because I know him being the experienced songwriter that he is, that I was able to send it to him and he gave me his honest feedback. But there are really no quarrels. Vasco has his ideas, and usually he will, well, even Chad, no, he's taken on that role of giving us the pointers that we need to get.
Yes. The band is called New Connections. When is your next gig? You know, to speak like the young people.
Well, we just had one Friday night. We just went to Ellerton. We were at Ellerton, St. George. Yeah, but we're always going, like I said, we are the backbone of the church, so there's always music. You First Wesleyan Church, you know, so we're always there. And maybe you asked about the length of time. The thing about being together, sometimes you might have a quick something to do, so we call everybody. That's why sometimes we go to 12, sometimes 1 o'clock in the morning. That's the thing that kept us together, and that's one thing over the years, you know, that we have been able, you know, to really kept us going. And like she said, Chad is my son. Right. And he's the music teacher now at Alexandria.
Oh, okay.
So he got to live up my legacy. That's what I wanted to do. Well, I didn't get to do that, but at least I still get to be involved in music.
Yeah. Have you given thought to recording? Because, you know, we do all of this and then it goes off the scene and nobody remembers.
That is so true. And that is one of the things that maybe I would like to see done. Maybe before I'm deceased. I've expired. But no, to have some music out there. I have one or two that, you know that I would have written. I want it as a band to say, well, look, this is New Connection. And it's that we have tons and loads of original music. That's what maybe kept us going. Rather than doing other people's music, we have we do all, could we say all original music?
Yes.
But Chad, my son, said, well, Daddy working on it, you know, so.
Yes. So
hopefully, yes.
The future is bright indeed. And so New Connections is still going on. You would have had just recently a performance. You have another one you said coming up very soon.
The church, we're celebrating 100 years now, so there are a lot of things in the pipeline. So there's going to be concerts, you know, street. Even my son said, Chad said, Daddy, my third in church, so we got to come out, start going into the community. And that's one of the things that, you know, we have, what should I say, talented people and technical people at church. We have people that are into the technology, that is the computer. So if you put in the ad and plug for the church, just go on the YouTube and put in First Wesleyan Church and you'll see all of these services. And you see the band.
Well, that's great. Congratulations on the 100th anniversary, by the way. That's a significant milestone. And I mean, to be in this parish serving in the way that your church has served for 100 years says a lot about the people who've been a part of it over the journey and the people who are still a part of it, the need to continue and to continue ministering in the way that you have. I want to give you a Bajan saying and I want you to give me the meaning. I know, Vasco, I will get further too. So your saying is, bucket going up and down in well every day, the bottom bound to drop out. Bucket going up and down in the well every day, the bottom bound to drop out. What do you think that means?
If you keep going and going and going and don't get any rest, you're bound to fizzle out.
Break down. That's right. Vasco, well done. You see, it wasn't so hard.
No,
I tell you, that's great. Sustained pressure and exertion will eventually cause a breakdown. So if you keep going and going and you don't take the rest, you're going to break down.
Of course.
And that is what it's about. Vasco, thank you so much. All the best with New Connections and the continued work that you're continuing to do. And it's good that you're able to keep the word new.
Yes.
Because you're constantly reworking and refreshing yourself.
Yes. Thank you very much.
You're very welcome. And well done on the 100th anniversary.
Thank you.
So, we told you about the anniversary, the anthem for the parish of St. Lucie. We are going to get the performance of it now from the lead singer of the band New Connection. Ladies and gentlemen, the St. Lucie anthem as performed by Shernell Clark.
Look at me, please.
This is our anthem, St. Lucie. She is the only lady named among men and is almost surrounded by the sea. She is located the northern part of country. and we her loyal children proud to be. We are proud of our great and many people. Our businesses we salute. St. Lucia, we love you. St. Lucie, we're proud of you. Oh, Lucie, St. Lucie, place we hold so dear. May we ever keep you beautiful, dispelling all doubts and fears. Oh, Lucie, St. Lucie, place we hold so dear. May we ever keep you beautiful, dispelling all doubts and fears. Hey. Some people often laugh and ridicule us. They say we're oh so far behind God's back. But God must really love us and trust us to put us where they think He is not at. We are proud of our great and many people. Our businesses we salute. St. Lucie, all we love you. St. Lucie, we're proud of you. Oh, Lucie, St. Lucie, come on. Place we hold so dear. May we ever keep you beautiful, dispelling all doubts and fears. Oh, Lucie, yes, St. Lucie, place we hold so dear. May we ever keep you beautiful, dispelling all doubts and fears. Yes, St. Lucie, we love you. We produce so many people, Barrow and O'Neill, so many great persons, and we are proud to be in the north of the island. Lucie, St. Lucie, place we hold so dear. May we ever keep you beautiful, dispelling all doubts and fears. Oh, Lucie, yes, St. Lucie, the place we hold so dear. May we ever keep you beautiful, dispelling all doubts and fears. May we ever keep you beautiful, dispelling all doubts and fears. May we ever keep you beautiful, dispelling all doubts and fears. Beautiful, dispelling all doubts and fears.
Morning, morning, morning. Good morning. Good morning to you.
Morning Barbados is brought to you with the compliments of Great Healthworks, agents for Omega XL and probiotics.
We at Mornin Barbados say it's you, our exceptional youth. You are talented, resilient, and inspirational. You are the epitome of the Barbadian spirit, testing the boundaries of your creativity. If you are an entrepreneur, artist, baker, designer, author, or have done anything you think should be highlighted, email us at morninbarbados@cbc.bb. Let us show the world our exceptional Bajan youth. There is no place like home, but over the past year, home has taken on an especially significant meaning for most. At times, staying at home may be limiting, but it doesn't need to be boring. If you're someone who is great at the DIY life and you've made your home a haven for creating and making new things, this is the show for you. Send us an email at morninbarbados@cbc.bb and share how you've been making it from home.
There is a saying, you can find a Bajan anywhere. Are you a Bajan living abroad? Or do you know of one who has migrated to another country? Well, we at Mornin Barbados would love to have you or them on our Bajan Afar segment. Share your amazing stories, experiences, and how you have adapted to a new culture. Send us an email to morninbarbados@cbc.vb, and together we will travel the world.
Enjoy movies, soaps, drama, comedy, inspiration, education, music, and more. You get it all when you get MCTV, because MCTV gives you more.
Books open your heart, your mind, and your soul. They are educational, entertaining, inspiring, and motivating. Are you an author of a recent book you want to share? Then Mornin Barbados would love to feature your book in our The Next Chapter segment. Send us an email to morninbarbados@cbc.vb. That's morning without the G. Come and let us turn those pages together.
While you go about your business, we go about our business, and that is gathering the news. Stay up to date at CBC News Barbados on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. Get news update on radio throughout the day. And join us for the CBC News Night.
Morning, morning. Good morning. Good morning to you.
Morning, Barbados. As Pearson was about to say, morning to you indeed. We're coming to you live from St. Lucie indeed. And I'm exhausted just singing the anthem from St. Lucie. It was sweet for days, wasn't it? I had to jump in there to join indeed. And I'm hoping that by the end of the show today, you get to know a whole lot more about who we are as a parish and the people and the places about what makes us absolutely special. Deciding today what to do? Decide to take a trip on down to the parish of St. Lucie. Come on over. We're happy to entertain you. As you can tell, it's so peaceful, so calm, so clean, so beautiful, so fresh here at North Stars Cricket Ground. And part of the beauty is the wonderful work that's going on with the Parish Independence Committee. I'm met now with the chairperson himself, Anderson Rollock, who's next to me. Next to him is his deputy, Lynn Marie Bovell, and Shamilia Scanterbury is the PRO. Good morning, all of you.
Good morning.
Listen, congratulations on all the work you've done, not in helping us to put this together, but you've been doing over the year. Anderson, you've been around this for a little while now. You know this game now.
Yeah, apparently, yes.
Yeah. How many years have you now been a part of all of the activities of the St. Lucie Parish Independence Committee?
For about 18 years.
Wow. Yeah. You know, that's as old as Shamilia. Shamilia was a baby when you started. Just kidding you.
Yeah.
But here it is now. So what does it mean to you to give back to the community in the way that you do?
It means a lot. It is a passion, it's a desire, it's a love because of what I have received growing up. Your community, your people, your friendships, the churches, the schools. So when I got to an age where I could be involved, I joined the Parish Ambassador program way back in 2004. And from then it's just been trying my best to come back each year to give, to develop those that are coming along to benefit from the things that I would have been attributed over those years.
Yourself would have been a parish ambassador, right?
Yes.
And so, I mean, there are people who grow up and grow away.
Yeah.
But you have grown up and continued.
Yeah.
And aren't you tired of it? Are you like, you know, well, let me leave this to somebody else?
No, I wouldn't say so. In life, you know, you get a sense of normalcy to certain things, but it's a passion that I have, seeing people develop. And for example, our attendant, Tony Pompey, I know him from school days, former ambassador, he's back to serve. Next, me, my deputy, Limri, she came on. I've known her before from school days, so then she got involved. I've known Shamilia from in the neighborhood from being a young tot. So to see persons come out then and be a part of this is truly a blessing.
Yeah. It's a long legacy as well of success. And so now you're cheering it. And you would have been following in the footsteps of so many others who would have cheered successful outcomes.
Yeah.
What does it mean to you? Does it scare you at all?
At first it was a bit intimidating to know that St. Lucie, a standard has been set. And eyes definitely are on the parish, the only female parish.
That's right.
You know, so coming into this program, standards don't change. You have to attain those standards. So they just maintain what I was taught and try to pass it on to those that I am leading.
Lynn Marie, he's also leading you. You are his deputy. And so what does it mean working alongside Anderson to pull everything together to make sure that the committee works and functions and that everybody is able to achieve the success that the parish has set for itself?
Working with Anderson is an experience.
What does that mean? A good one or a bad one?
A good one. Anderson is someone who really motivates his team.
Yes.
He really pushes us to go forward. And one thing I admire about him as well, he allows us to function in our roles. And even though we have our own role set, we also ensure that other members will give our support to them as well. And we all work as a team.
I'm trying to understand, when does planning start? You know, November 19th is the day of Spirit of the Nation show. And then...
Well, planning starts from the beginning of the year. This program actually functions
As in calendar
throughout
year,
the year.
January?
Yes,
Okay.
this program functions throughout the year. Some persons think that November
Is
is
the end of
it,
it.
but this program actually is a year-long
Ongoing.
program, an ongoing program.
So even though we would have had the Spirit of the Nation show, y'all are still cracking at the table, working things out, that kind of thing. And it must be difficult, though, coming up with new concepts, new ideas every year, because at some point your brain gets tired.
Yes, please.
But you like it, don't you?
Yes, I do.
All right, Shamilia, now you are new.
Yes,
brand new. Again, you're the baby of the group. So why did you choose to put yourself forward to serve?
Well, I always wanted to, but when I was growing up, my family is in the Jehovah's Witness religion, so then I had no choice to stay back. But as I got older, because I may be going to church, yes, but I'm not a full member, I am able to give my give back, right? But normally I am a very avid volunteer in my community. I volunteer with the sports program, Youth Milan Sports Club, and I have a lot of boys out training and coaching with football. So I said, well, I have a lot of talent. Maybe I can share my talents elsewhere.
That's interesting because, you know, a lot of times we live in a spot and we figure, you know what, somebody else will do it.
Yes.
But you've thought, no, I live in this spot, I will do it.
Yes.
And so what is it about you think that caused you to see a concern and say, you know, I can do something about this?
My personality. That's all I can say. It's like my inner self. I'm
Yes.
very caring and loving, and I don't like to see struggle. So if I know I can help, I will help.
And you're helping not just at your individual community level, you're actually working in the parish level and as at the national level as well.
Yes.
That must take up a lot of time, I suppose.
Oh, I have time to give.
I like that. I have time to give. Just like Anderson. Anderson has been around this for so long. Every time you think about it and you think St. Lucie, you think Anderson. I see your face all the time at the gymnasium or wherever the Spirit of the Nation show around everybody. Anderson, you know, I mean, you've literally yourself grown up a part of this.
Indeed, yes. Yes, I have.
And so now you look at other young people like yourself in the community, you're thinking, can't you guys get the same bug bitten, you know?
Yes. Yes.
How do you encourage others to be a part?
You just state the message out there is about development of yourself. Because being here this morning, 18 years ago, I wouldn't be able to be on live television. I wouldn't have been able to speak to persons to encourage them. And this program, the Secretariat, they offer various training in etiquette, protocol, good manners, public speaking, those sort of things that can mold you and help to develop you, that not only serves you within this program, but after your tenure has ended, it takes you through life, into your workplaces, into your communities. It helps mold you into well-rounded individuals.
That is so true. I can see the development over the years of the parish independence ambassadors and the committee. I've seen the new faces, the transitions, the old faces too. And so it is really fantastic.
Yes.
I have a Bajan saying that I'd like you to collaborate on. Don't get scared, easy. If Vasco can work it out, y'all too. Y'all can too. My question is, you can't put mongoose to watch chickens. You can't put mongoose to watch chicken. What do you think that means?
Chickens are a weakness to the mongoose.
Uh-huh.
The mongoose would not protect them. It would more likely attack, kill, steal. So if you're going to put someone in a position to be responsible for something, there has to be some person who is honest, has integrity, that can stick to the task at hand.
Man, you think it's a deep, you're right though. Thinking he goes so deep with this whole thing. Never trust people with things that will be of great temptation to them.
All right.
In other words,
Yes,
right? In
please.
simple little words.
Yes.
All right. Thank you so much, Anderson, Lynn Marie, and Shamilia as well. Congratulations on the great work you guys have been doing so far. And we're looking forward to much success also in the Night of the Spirit of the Nation show.
Yes,
all the
thank you.
best.
Thank you for having
You're
us.
welcome. A cricket match is still to be played. Do not touch your dial. We are coming back.
morning. Good morning. Good morning to you.
Morning Barbados is brought to you with the compliments of Great Healthworks, agents for Omega XL and probiotics. At 7 every night, CBC News team is on the job and bringing you the news.
Wake up, wake up, wake up, wake up. Barbados, get up.
Morning Barbados will be coming to your parish live every Friday until November. Stay tuned from 6:30 a.m. to 8 a.m. to see which parish we're in. Join us for it all.
Good morning. Morning Barbados, good morning. Wake up, wake up, wake up. Morning to you.
Come on, you family, make some noise. Are you ready?
Q in the Community is on every Thursday in a community near you.
Q in the community is well and alive.
Come on down and, have a line with all of me. The more mature folk come to dance, to sing.
Keep the bones smooth.
Q in the Community.
Morning, morning, morning. Good morning. Good morning to you.
Morning Barbados is brought to you with the compliments of Great Healthworks, agents for Omega XL and probiotics.
There's no way I would have come to St. Lucie and to North Stars without a cricket match. We're going to have our match report. We're going to look at the pitch right now. Joining me is Kira Hurley and Andy Yearwood. Good morning, both of you.
Morning.
Good morning.
Barbados.
Now, Anderson, we've been preparing this pitch. It looks very green. So come talk to me like the fellas were taught.
This is a typical pitch that Barbados will play on when they come to North Stars. Green, full of grass, like this.
You're crazy, right? I know I did. But you've been around this field for so long. You've been preparing the pitches. You've been working hard in your community.
Yes. It's been an enjoyable ride. We here at Crab Hill, a nice place to be and a nice place to play cricket.
Yes.
Very good atmosphere.
Talk to me about the teams that have been on these pitches.
Well, we've had the regional teams, all 6 regional teams.
Yes.
We have had teams from South Africa, England, Australia, New Zealand, Canada, America, Sri Lanka. We've had teams from all over the world.
And you have prepared pitches for these teams?
Well, yes, and they enjoyed it.
My goodness, and they enjoyed it. I mean, indeed. Kira, what's been your involvement?
Well, Pearson, I am the Director of Education and Cultural Activities.
What does that mean? What do you do?
Well, for starters, I offer tutoring services for our children. CSE, Maths and English.
Yes.
I also do Common Entrance, Maths and English also.
Wow.
Yeah.
All this is part of what North Stars provides to its community.
Yes.
It's more than just a sports club. It's more than just cricket. It's a developmental endeavor.
Yes, please.
And so how is it going? What are you doing this year?
Well, this year we are organizing a cricket cruise. So we are going to tour the Caribbean on Rhapsody of the Sea, March 19th, 2023. This is to start our celebration for our 30th anniversary.
Congratulations.
Yes, thank you.
30 plus, the congratulations. But there are lots of legacies. I know you've had, we saw on the walls earlier on the presidents, those who've led the clubs. Talk to me a little bit about that, Andy, because you've been around for a little while. You've seen them all.
Yes. We've had about 5 presidents. Unfortunately, a few have passed.
Yes. Ashley,
Godfrey, Mr. Archer, up here. Yeah, the club has been here for 30 years.
Yes.
We've adopted Sealer School.
My school, our school.
Yeah, our school.
Yes.
We've helped the community. We built some bus shelters. This is, like I said, our 30th year, and we are going to England next year for our 11th tour.
Yeah, because
for
you're
30th
always down
anniversary.
there. I know, Godfrey,
Yes,
I know.
yes. It's always a good place to play cricket.
Indeed. So this
England.
is wonderful indeed. And so I know you guys will continue. I don't want to miss time. You guys need to keep me on time because I need to have a ball bowled at Celia Collymore. All right, before time gets away, thanks for talking to me. Thanks for preparing the pitch. I know you've been marking it out. The game shall begin now, okay? The game shall begin now. Celia, come. Celia, come, take the bat. I have the ball. Nobody needs to wicket keep because I'm going to rock some stumps right now. You guys are ready for this? Get ready. So who's going to do, you're going to do commentary, Andy?
No problem.
Andy's going to do commentary. So Mr. Brown, let's I hurt
You want to bat at that
her.
end?
You can hold it to me.
She bat at that end.
That's fine. Let me not hit the
End are you on, Celia?
I'm over here. I'm
Bat.
going to hit you.
Wait. The camera. Let me move the roller. Let me move the roller. Hey, that thing heavy. Andy, that thing heavy. Andy, that thing heavy. Yeah. Hold on. Wait. Come. Settle down.
Woo! Gotta shine the ball, you know?
Yeah.
What person was he?
I was raising Greenwiches from Sybil Hines.
Yes. My family. We can talk later. Why not? As we're here at the Crab Hill Arena, North Stars, a cricket game. The great Pearson Bourne, brother of Irwin, fast bowler, who is going to deliver to Celia Collymore, a dot of his soil. First ball.
Ready? You all ready for this? Celia, you ready?
Here comes Pearson in, bowls. That's a no ball.
That was just a tester. That was a test.
He has to bowl that ball over.
Ready?
Here comes Pearson Bourne. Delivers, better ball.
Listen. That's a wide.
Oh no, umpire signal wide. On his third try, Pearson bowls. Better ball. Oh, she hits it.
Catch it.
Oh, over mid wicket. What a good shot. That's 4 runs.
Why don't I understand how that happened? Ready? This ball is wet.
Here comes Pearson again. Delivers. Oh, he's dropped it. A very good outswinger there by Pearson Bourne.
Woo, this got me tired here.
Took the edge. And the wicket keeper
How many more
grasped the
balls?
catch. Here comes Pearson one more time. Dead ball. I think that Pearson had not warmed up properly.
Ready?
Here comes Pearson Bourne one more time. Delivers. And she misses.
Don't call the one.
Outside the off stump. And this being the final ball of the match. We're here with great anticipation, bated breath. See what will happen with this ball.
I done. Oh, I'm tired.
Yes,
Thank you.
Thanks, man.
Listen, playing cricket is not as easy as I thought it used to be. That's the truth. And this pitch seemed really long, but nonetheless, only 22 yards. They tell me. That is it for today. We had some fun, didn't we? So when you come on down to North Stars, or you come on over to St. Lucie up, if you please, you will get to enjoy all of this. You'll be as breathless as me by the end of it all. But thanks to the crew, thanks to all of you for joining us. Hope you've enjoyed today as much as I have. Looking forward to seeing you on Monday. Bye-bye.
morning.